Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. So I think it's day 6 or 7 and we stayed at Letaba last night and we staying here for 2 nights in a row, so a bit of a less hectic start to the day. We don't have to pack the car and get ready and move to another camp, so can have a little bit of a leisurely breakfast, which is just wheat bix and a coffee. Last night we heard the pearl-spotted owl calling in duet. I think it was a pearl-spotted. I'll check it now. I need to get an app with bird calls as well. As soon as we get back, I think I'll invest in either Roberts or Cecil, whichever comes highly recommended. Cooler, more cloudy start to the day. So hopefully it'll be better for the sightings. We're going to go out onto the spot where we know there's a little colony of bee eaters, try and get them. And then if we don't get them, we go onto this loop called the Mingerhout loop. That's the plan for this morning. A little bit of a shorter, more leisurely drive than the drives we've been doing so far. And then we'll come back and have some breakfast and do some birding around camp and see what we can't see in camp. So yeah, just gonna finish up breakfast and then we out again. Okay guys, so we're just heading out now. Just check the GoPro is running. Right, GoPro is running. Small loop today, and with the skies being cloudy, hopefully we'll get some bigger animals out and about still, because it's a bit cooler, but I'm already sweating. Let's see what we can't see in and around Letaba. So Letaba is still in the Mopani region of the Kruger Park. So from Elephants north is considered more Mopani felt than thorn felt, and once we get to Elephants it then transitions into thorn felt. So as you can see, hopefully we're driving through a road that is lined with the Mopani trees that are very thick at the moment. So seeing any large animals is quite difficult in this thick Mopani felt. We came close to quite a few elephants because they're so well hidden by the Mopani trees. So we haven't had any, close encounters where they cross the road right in front of us and we almost bumped them, which is one saving grace. But coming down from Shingwedzi yesterday, we had several occasions where an elephant would just pop out from the trees, maybe 100 meters, 50 meters in front of us, and then we'd see them and slow down and stop and let them do what they wanted. Okay, so hopefully some good sightings today, but let's see how it goes. So staying near Letaba, we've discovered this small drainage line, I would call it, that's filled with water that almost always produces. On the previous trip we got the white-fronted bee eaters all huddled up together, which was quite a good image. And this trip we got a lot of the herons, we got the giant kingfisher, and the bird life was quite good in this small patch of water. So if you are at Letaba, make sure you stop. It's about 1 kilometer from the four-way junction heading north towards the Letaba bridge.
fast it went way up.
Yeah, it went. How's it, guys? So we had a bit of a quiet morning, and we almost all the way back to Letaba now. And Prasheen and I were saying, I think 2 days ago, that we hadn't seen many snakes in the park, and we just saw a massive black mamba. Must have been about 3 meters long. He was going to cross the road, and then he saw us, and he quickly reversed and went back into the bush. But one of those, what is that experiences, like, hey, what's that in the road? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, it's a black mamba. First one for me to see in the Kruger Park. Prasheen, your first?
I think first black mamba I've ever seen, actually.
So yeah, good sighting that, but very quiet morning otherwise. I think one, no, we already saw that bird.
We did see black, was it black-capped night heron?
Yeah, lots of black-capped night heron, but it's already on the list. We saw what I think is a leuciastic eagle.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a fish eagle, juvenile fish eagle that's leuciastic, or possibly like a common buzzard. So leuciastic means that it doesn't have the colorations that it should have. The one that we saw was very white. So it was with a browner eagle or buzzard. So it was together, they were a pair, but the one that I'm talking about was very white. So it's called leuciastic, lacking the color that it should. But that's one that we need to go back and look at on the computer screen. I've got a couple of shots, looking back at it. But I think it's either a common buzzard or one of the smaller brown eagles, or possibly a juvenile fish eagle. But the fish eagles shouldn't be, all white when they're juvenile. So we'll have to check that one out. Okay, so we're gonna head back to camp. We had a run-in with one of the research guys who's doing 5 weeks of research in the park. Good conversation with him. Now we're heading back to grab some breakfast and relax in camp a little bit. Tells. Oh, he's just got birds. What's the price on the book, Prasheen?
I didn't check.
How's it, guys? So we just got across the entrance for Letaba, heading out towards the river loop for the afternoon drive. It's about a 25k loop towards Olifants on the S94. So we're going to head down the loop and make our way back up along now. I don't know what this is, whether it's closed.
No, I think it's closed now.
Huh?
I think it's closed.
But they should have no entry signs on the thing across the...
What is the sign in the back say? It's open.
I think so. So we're going to head down the S94 part way and then turn around and come back up on the S46. not a very long loop for the afternoon, but we're going to take it nice and slow and easy, and see what we can see along the way. Still looking for the big cats or hyenas or any of the big carnivores, basically. Of the big animals, I mean, we've only seen buffalo and elephant, so let's see how it goes. Nice wooded loop to start off with. So we may get some of the cuckoos we saw earlier near Shingwedzi as well, but we'll check in as we go along. We spent about half an hour in the parking lot itself, getting a few wood hoopoo shots, which was quite cool. There's a nest near the reception area at Letaba, and there were adults coming in and feeding. I think it is one chick that was in the nest. Could be more than one chick, but not 100% sure. They nest in holes in trees, so we got the little guy peeping his head out, and then the adults coming in and feeding every now and again. So we spent some time there, but very hard conditions to shoot in, so we'll have to check those photographs on the laptop as well. Okay guys, so we'll check in through the afternoon. Hello guys, so very early on in the drive, it's already proven to be quite a great one. We had a grey headed kingfisher, which is quite rare, and then I got my pictures of my bogey bird eventually. So we've seen 3 dwarf bittern now, and finally I got a picture that I can actually say, here's my dwarf bittern. It's been a bogey bird for almost like a year and a half already, trying to see it, and now that we saw it in Punda, we've seen it 3 times now. He crossed the road and got into a little bit of a dip where there was a massive hippo as well, and we managed to get him just as he disappeared again. Very secretive birds, and they only here in the summertime, and they depend on the water. So I'm so happy to have him, and I have a picture of him, so that's my drive made already, and we still have about 3 hours to go on the drive. So let's see what else we can see.